Welcome to Daddy Bits, our trade idea show hosted by the Trading Daddies. I am your host, the Master Crayon Eater, and as always, my amazing co-host.
What's going on? Teflon John here.
Tefleezy Fosheezy is in the easy, man. I am having an amazing weekend.
Happy anniversary.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. You know, took the wife out for a nice dinner last night. Because we were both working. Actually, she's working tomorrow. I'm still on my quote unquote time off.
Vacation.
I'm working on myself, John.
Self-reflection.
Yeah. We have some really cool stocks for you guys to cover. For us to cover. It's very interesting. Now we have proof of concept in Virgin Galactic. I think space is now in space, John. This is very interesting news.
Do you believe in this?
I mean, there's pictures. And as a crayon eater, all I need are pictures.
Yeah.
You know what they say, when you eat crayons, you just gotta be an ape. You just gotta be an ape. If you want to know more about that stuff, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice preemptive thumbs up if you guys like this content. Give us a thumbs down if you still think that IDEX is a good company. It's not like we didn't say don't trust the company that Shane McMahon is in charge of. Jeez. Come on, don't be. I mean, I know that I'm the master crayon eater, but I eat it piece by piece. You know what I mean? So let's get to it after this banging new intro.
Again.
Again, another banging new intro because we still don't have anybody who would want to make us a beat. But again, you know, Maybe because we said IDEX is a trash company that they don't want to make us beats anymore. I get it. You have strong convictions on a 4-in-1 company that dabbles in multiple things. There's no actual proof of concept. Again, with these speculative companies, I know you may have done your DD. You may believe in Shane McMahon as a board of director, right? Mr. Silver Spoon himself, I don't trust that. I don't trust him walking across the street by himself. That's how much I trust Shane McMahon. Not at all. So if there's no proof of concept, I haven't seen anything that they've released saying, hey, this is what's going to happen. That's purely speculative. I'm not going to touch that at all. But you know what? One of the stocks that we're going to cover today showed us proof of concept. So that's why they're noteworthy now in our stocks to watch for this week. Let's get to it. Let's take a look at the QQQ. Let's take a look at the QQQ, John. What do you see?
Hey, we had so QQQ kind of struggled Friday. Okay. Over here, what we're looking at is it almost took a dump, okay, towards the end. It really didn't hold that support, that line of support at around, it broke a couple of supports actually, the moving average, the 20 average and the 50 average, okay? And it kind of bounced off of the short-term 9 average, okay, which is at around 26-ish, okay, 326-ish. So what we're looking at over here is basically the last support is your 9, which is the 326 average. So anything below that, again, you know, you want to wait if you are longing. But if you're buying the dip on this one, again, if you want to zoom out at the 1-year chart, the trajectory has always been upwards, right? So if you aren't an investor, if you aren't an investor, obviously this is a buy a dip scenario. But if you're long term, if you want to capitalize on that long term swings, I would wait for this to be below the 50, okay, to see some action. So that's all I want to say on that one. So let's look at the current futures right now. Futures. Again, I'm not sure why tech is still getting punished. You know, it seems like it's February and March again. March and April, because right now the Dow is up 0.16, tech is down minus 0.14. Okay, so what we're looking at over here is you have a couple of resistances right above it, and it's still That wedge is still alive, huh?
Yeah, this wedge is way alive.
Yeah.
This wedge is way alive.
Yeah. So if it gets rejected, on the you have two resistance right above it. So if it gets rejected there, so expect some downward pressure. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have another red week for tech.
Yeah. Let's take a look at you know what I want to look at is the weekly. Yeah. The weekly wedge is still alive, but it is breaking off of that weekly wedge. So I mean, practice caution. I would be very, very careful when you are going to go long on the QQQ, especially for the ETF traders out there. This may be a day trade scenario and not a swing trade scenario. So take profits as you guys see fit. Again, manage your risk accordingly. Let's take a quick. Anything to add?
Well, the headlines for this weekend was, again, crypto was getting punished, and it seems like tech's going to be dragged along with it because obviously Tesla is in the tabloids again when it comes to crypto. Also, Cathie Woods had sold majority of her shares with Apple, so she dumped Apple for Coinbase, which was a weird move. But in Mama,
I don't know.
Mama Wood we trust.
The queen of growth knows something that we don't. She always knows something that we don't.
I mean, how are you going to sell Apple over Coinbase?
I mean, because it hasn't really done anything ever since the split.
But look how crypto is getting punished, though.
That's true.
Coinbase is going to have a volatile week.
Oh yeah, definitely a very, very volatile week. One thing to note is Jay Powell is speaking this week.
Yeah,
Jay Powell was testifying against the House, I believe, and that anytime that Jay Powell's just about to speak, it's usually a very volatile time for the market. Yeah. So again, not a swing trading opportunity for us. It's a day trading opportunity. So make sure that you guys manage all your risk. Let's take a look at the SPY. The SPY, what is the SPY doing, John?
So the SPY is somewhat lagging again. This might be a transfer of money because the Dow is strong. Strong. Okay.
It is strong with a K.
Yeah. So if you're looking at SPY right now, SPY did bounce off of support Friday, which was a good thing. Okay. It really depends on how pre-market is. And again, futures are still early for tonight. You know, let's wait till Europe opens by midnight, you know.
Yeah. So it's still fairly early. For the SPY traders out there, this might be a situation where we're going to trade sideways for quite some time.
It looks like it.
It looks like it. It looks like we're at a high right here, 422 for the options traders. Get your iron condors ready. I think that's a good opportunity for you guys to make some money as it consolidates. And we'll definitely see and wait for strength. I wouldn't go naked calls, naked puts on these for now. You know, make sure that you guys are hedging properly. Don't go nuts on the OTM options, boys. It's not the right move currently to do so. Let's take a look at SPY futures.
Yeah, if you look at SPY futures, 418 is your resistance right now. It seems like it hit a double top for 418 first. It hit it around the 14th, and it did again the 20th. So clearly there's a sense of, you know, resistance around that area, around that level. So who knows? Again, you got to watch pre-market, because right now, even though SPY is flat, a lot of things can happen overnight. So
for sure.
Just keep an eye on it. Yeah.
You never know. You never know what happens. The first stock that we're going to cover is actually Space, Virgin Galactic.
Yeah.
Space is starting to look good again. In my opinion, it's starting to look good again. Actually, is it Space? Yeah, let's take a look at Space. Yeah, let's do Space. Space is starting to it's starting to look good again. This was a very solid day on Friday because they actually showed proof of concept that they are now in actual space. They're no longer saying they're going to go to space. They're now in space. I think that definitely gives them a leg up in the whole we have proof of concept type scenario. John, what do you think?
And okay, fundamentally, okay. So for the listeners who are in space or who are thinking about getting into SPCE, fundamentally, Papa Polly pretty much cut all of his ties, all of his shares. He dumped on all of it. I think, was it last month?
Oh yeah, he's been paper handing everything.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like all of his SPACs are not doing so well. So he's completely out of SPCE, and then on top of that, Big Dick Brunson, he did cut.
Did you just say Big Dick Brunson?
The guy who pisses on people.
You mean the white R. Kelly?
He lowered his stake on the company, and you know if you're following this company, you saw pictures of him hugging his investors and all that. It's weird because why would you hug your investors if you're screwing them, right? So on top of that.
You know what, John? You know what? To be honest with you, if you're gonna hug them, after you screw them, that's cuddling, and I think that's fine.
And check this out, Mama Woods again. Okay, Mama Woods has SPCE under her ETF. However, she did cut majority of it. Okay. Well, first of all, it's very speculative. Okay, it hit a very low recently at $14.27, and it did surge 50% after that because Thursday it gapped up with the rumor of the flights over the weekend, and there's still a gap. Okay, there's still a gap from 1750 all the way to 1976. Okay, I don't think it's going to get filled soon, because of the good news over the weekend that overall it was successful. First space flight in over 2 years. But how I'm going to trade this, if this ever runs pre-market, most likely I would say 90% of the time, because I've traded SPCE ever since it came into fruition. I personally guarantee 90% of the time it will come down. It always sells off. So if it goes above $24, this will sell off. I'm saying it now.
Agreed. So make sure that you guys, watch it. Don't go nuts on this. Don't go ham. And we're still looking at a QQQ that's fairly weak.
Yeah.
So just wait on it. Be patient. And if you guys see the QQQ open up weak, don't go ham on this yet. We don't know where tech is going to go for the next week. Speaking of tech and cryptocurrency, the stock that John wants to talk about is MicroStrategy.
So MicroStrategy, gosh, I feel bad for this company because they keep hoarding. They keep buying the dip, and it keeps dipping
on Bitcoin.
Yeah. So is their chart. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
They hit a high of 1315, and this is like not too long ago. We're talking about like 2 months ago, right? However, Bitcoin's getting more pressure, especially from China, especially from Elon Musk, And on top of that, Jay Powell just recently said that the feds are thinking about getting into digital currency as well. So again, the more saturated the market is, obviously more investors are looking into different altcoins, shit coins, cryptocurrency, actual coins, actual coins, right? Check this out. There's a coin called the Stop Elon.
I saw that one. I saw that one. I saw that one.
It was up. I think it was like up 500%, right?
I think you know what the government's gonna call their coin, the dollar.
Right, the dollar coin. So original. All right, so check this out. MSTR. We obviously are going to see more pressure on MSTR for the folks who are holding on to this. This one has a high short interest. Okay, it's at around 21% ish. So if you are holding on to this one, you might see some lower lows or lower highs. Okay, but again, you wanna aim for that short interest, and just once it pops, try to recover some losses, man, because crypto is on the hot seat right now, and it sucks because we have a few. I don't want to say we have a lot. We have a lot of watchers of MicroStrategy, but I know there's a few that's actually holding on to this one. So just hang in there. If this becomes a Reddit stock, you know, it's due for a pop soon, but who knows when.
Yeah. You never know when. I mean,
so
we're still getting hammered all around. So, and especially with growth in NASDAQ.
So for the folks who want to get into MSTR, your first target, your first resistance is at 500, because that's the short term moving average right now. Right, so if that ever breaks it, then yeah, you know, maybe there's strength. Okay, but the next one would be at 552. So that's another 10%. So just hang in there for the folks who are holding on to this.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely. Again, this is not financial advice. These are stocks that John and I talk about, and we accumulate these stocks throughout the week and try to see if there's any options for us to play these stocks. And if you guys are following our trades, make sure that you guys manage your risks accordingly. Do not go ham all at once. If we lose some money, we're not to blame. If you do win some money, subscribe to the channel, spread the love, and we'll definitely try to get you guys included in our Discord if you guys want to. The last stock that we're going to talk about is actually from a viewer. We finally have one, John. We finally have one. Somebody said something on our YouTube. This is like the fourth viewer, but we're getting them consistently now. This guy named Sci-Fi, or girl, we don't know. Sci-Fi said, would love to hear your thoughts about PATH, which is UiPath, a company that's based out of New York. Let's take a quick look at UiPath. Let me see. Let me pull up this chart real quick here. From a the technical analysis view, this just IPO'd in April. Right, this just IPO'd in April, and it's looking like that usual cool off period after an IPO. Right, you see how on IPO day it opened up at $75. It shot up all the way up to $82.45. And it just kind of dipped down. Right, it just dipped down, dip, and something happened on the 11th that made it shoot up. And it consolidated for a bit. Now it's kind of rocketing upwards. And the reason for this move right here is because they got some news regarding Salesforce and Tableau. So there was a news saying that UiPath announces integrations with Tableau to transform dashboards into dynamic action centers. So that's very bullish news. So that's the reason why it kind of shot up like that. And it kept on moving. As you guys can see right here, the EMAs have kind of opened up a little bit more, right? And we know that EMAs, the stock price needs to be as close to an EMA as possible. And if it's far off, the EMA is going to catch up eventually, right? The MACD just opened up a little bit. One thing to note, though, as a word of caution, right? The news has already happened. The news already happened. Now, this inverted hammer, although it ended up green, I'm still weary about that because that kind of tells me that the top was bought. Right? The top was bought. And then from initial look at what UiPath is, this is my first time ever doing any type of research. They've been around since 2005, and if they have partnerships with Salesforce, I don't think that this is one of those pump and dump scenarios.
No, it's not. It's a huge company.
It's a fairly huge company. So thank you, Sci-Fi, for bringing this to our attention. This will definitely be kept on watch. But as far as the technicals are concerned, we might see some downward pressure. Again, the QQQ is in a space where it's going to get hammered.
This chart right here has nothing to do with what I'm going to compare it with. But if you look at Roblox, okay, pull up
pull it up
real quick. Same exact scenario.
There you go.
Zoom out. So it's a period of consolidation. What you need to watch out for is when they do a lockup expiration.
Let me actually take a look at a lockup expiration.
Yeah, we just saw that with Airbnb. We recently saw that with Palantir, and look what happened. So I would say wait until the lockup expiry happens. So make a move then. But it looks like it's not like nothing's going to happen with this stock for quite some time.
I would watch out for this because I'm looking at it right now. The lockup expiration is 10/18/2021, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's quite some time, but there is a quiet period expiration,
which is
5/31/2021.
There you go. So check out end of the month and then come back. Hey, sell in May, come back in June.
Yeah, sell in May, come back in June. I hope that that helped out Sci-Fi. I know that it's not like a deep dive into the stock, but this is just a general overview. We especially from a technical standpoint.
We gave an important date, 5/31, end of the month. You know, that's going to be either a sell-off or people are going to hold. That's it. So I wouldn't be, you know, too happy about this.
No, yeah, definitely. Yeah. So again, manage your risk accordingly. If you haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit the subscribe button, hit that post notification bell, give us a nice thumbs up if you guys like this content. Make sure that you comment down in the section below the stocks that you guys want us to cover. If you haven't yet, make sure that you guys follow us on all our social media. Follow me at Trading Poppy. Follow John at John C Trades. Follow us both at Trading Daddies. TradingDaddies.com for all your news, your merch, 15% off your entire purchase. Robinhood sucks. And if you haven't yet, make sure that you guys hit up our friends over at Bust Down Investments. If you guys want to learn how to trade, find out where to start, right? Classes actually start tomorrow. So we're coming across some a nice little time crunch here. We will post some more details tomorrow morning on our Instagram. So if you guys want to catch up and hit up Jay to see if you can squeeze in and then reserve your spot. There's different packages for all different types of budgets. If you just want to be, you just want to brush up on some skills, get better as a trader, and you never know, you might see one of our cute faces on there from time to time. I think that right there is worth the price of admission, because I'm no longer the ugly one. I just eat crayons now. So with that being said, let's get trading, and remember that the charts do not lie.